Hi, welcome back. Let us summarize to our packet discovery or the sorry host discovery in different ways. So in the previous session, we have seen that to check the packet, host discovery, whether they are live or not, to check it out, we just give the command that the ping command, ping by giving the either host name or the host IP address is one way by checking this. So it is, the reachable. So we are getting the response. Or in another way, either you may give the host name to discover the host is live or not live. So here you can see that there are 9 packets transmitted. Out of that, 8 received. So one packet is lost, right? So instead of that, if you give the IP address of the host, the IP address of the host, and try to ping that one, okay, ping with the direct IP address of your host. See the difference, and we'll try to control it. So here you can see that the number of packets sent 4 packets and received all the packets. That means if you give the host name, then it will show whether the host is reachable or not. But some packets are lost. But if you give the IP address, then the 100% packets, 0% packet loss that you will find if the host is alive is one way. And then we have seen that how to collect these, whether the host on that particular target is live or not. So to pinging every host to check whether they are live or not, instead of that, just give the ping command with the subnet mask that 45.33.0 and its range that 45.33.32 dot. Suppose we are going to check all the hosts whether they are live or not, and by just giving the command this character, the greater character, and give the host name as the host 1.txt and just enter, it will find all the live hosts on the target, that is 45.33.32.0. So it starts sending the ICMP echo packets to all the hosts, right, from all the hosts to from host 0 to 0 1 2 3 4 up to 254. And if any host, that is any target, is alive, then they try to respond to this particular address. So this is time process. So it can be, if you go and give that, just find only the live host. So we use the switch minus a, and the range that which we are giving here is -g, and then start entering. It will generate all the hosts. Is there any mistakes happen? Okay, let me just quickly check it out. This, okay. For the f ping to check all the one at a time, then we just give this command, that f ping sweep command, so that it's try to find who all are the reachable and who all are the unreachable, and all the live host will be stored in the host txt file. That is one way. So to just check it out, we use the cat host.txt command, so that it gives all the live hosts which are there on this particular network, is one way of, right. In another way, by using nmap tool. So in nmap, the command is given that nmap command and give the it's the target to scan the target. So suppose if you want to scan the target, that is uh, 45 dot, let me just give this instead of giving port. I'll just need to find out all the hosts on this particular target which are using this address is 45.33.32 by 24. That means on this particular network address, the 45 network address, find out all the hosts, those who are live. By just giving this, it will try to find all the hosts. So here you can observe that along with the for discovering the host whether they are live or not, your nmap by default scans the ports also. So that's why here in response it is taking much time to show us the result. So instead of that, to reduce the scanning time, we just go control it, and if we type that nmap and give the switch, scanning is not required. Yes, don't scan, just only do the host. I mean, live host. Find out whether the hosts are live or not. So, in that, the port scanning is reduced and it will just find only the number of hosts which are live. So, out of 256 IP addresses, 146 hosts are live and remaining hosts are not down. So here you can see that the host 45.33.32.250 is up, 49 host is also up, 48, 44, 43, 40, and so on. So this is another way of discovering the host. Okay, and suppose if we want to without discovering the host, means live host or that host, if you simply wants to do the scan process, then here we use the command that don't ping. By setting the message here that minus capital P switch, it says that don't go for or without a host discovery, without host discovery. Without host discovery, it is going to scan all the ports on the target machines or target side which are residing on the network that 45.33.32. Your 155. So here it is taking much time. Why? Because it by default it takes a sign scan. It takes a sign scan. That means we have seen that there are 65,535 ports are there. For every port, once the signed request packet is going to be transmitted. So I'm getting the response from the target for every packet. So then it gives the response that it scanned the different number. The by default nmap scans 1,000 commonmost ports. So out of 1,000 commonmost ports for every host, you can see here for a host, 62, it is scanning that all the uh, ports, 65,535 ports are scanned. So like that, we have given the subnet mask that uh, we were trying to scan all the hosts on the network 45.33.32 by 24, means there are we have find that there are 146 hosts are up. So for 146 hosts, and what are the ports are there on these hosts, means 146 host multiplied with 65,535 port scanning. So that's the reason it take much time which ports are open and which ports are closed to get that particular information. Still it is scanning. Still it is scanning. So this result is given for the host, that 191 host. So this is, without discovering the host, the scanning process is taking place here. Okay, so let me close here, control C. By pressing control C, it will terminate, the nmap terminates its scanning. So the basic thing is, to find out, to discover the host, we use either nmap with the switch minus sn, that means without scanning, just find out the live host is a process of finding, or simply sending the pings command. Let me just recall it. By just giving the ping command, you will find whether they are reachable or not. Another one is fping sweep can also be used, or you may use the hping 3 command can also be used for the scanning purpose, or nmap. So these are different ways of finding whether the hosts are live or not. That is the first phase of your scanning. Thank you.